Welcome back to Vin Like a Boss, and today we are talking about how to prepare for a profitable holiday season in your business. And I have 4 stages that we need to go through, and then I'm going to break down those stages. This is really going to be a kind of a lengthy video, but I'm figuring we can get it done within 10 to 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and start. So June to mid-August, which is like the 2 weeks into August, which is quarter 3, is literally the planning stages. Planning, that's all we're doing. We're just planning. We're not doing any implementing. We're not doing anything. Within the planning stages, there are, I'm looking at my notes because I wrote this down. There are 3 steps, okay? The first step, you need to know what events are you trying to do for the holiday season in your business. You don't want to try and overstretch yourself. You don't want to get frustrated and things like that. So you need to know, you need to make a plan on, are you going to be focusing on Christmas? Are you going to be focusing on Halloween? Are you going to be focusing on Black Friday? What are you focusing on? I know there's a lot of you guys that like to do it all, which is great. So right now we're actually rounding up the planning time. Well, the traditional planning time for this in a couple of weeks. So you need to get really clear on what it is you want to focus on. Step 2 of planning: research trends and keywords on the platform you sell on. So what the ideal situation is, you want to go ahead and rank in Google search and get your SEO together. Meaning you need to start creating content pertaining around those keywords, search keywords now. So go ahead, whatever you're trying to rank for later on in the year, and whatever you want to be, like whatever you want to come up as in search, you need to go ahead and get to creating and using those keywords. Step 3, product planning and offering. So here are 2 questions you should probably ask yourself. Do you want to offer new products? Do you have products that you currently sell and can basically combine to create bundles? Because I don't want people to feel like just because it's Christmas or the fall and the Christmas season coming up, they have to create brand new products for that specific season. You could take great products that you are currently selling right now and repackage those, which will go into another step that I have coming up. You can just recreate that. You can combine that. You can restructure what you currently have for the holiday season. You don't have to make everything green and red and gold just because it's Christmas. So that's what you need to do for product planning and offerings. Now, step 4, clear promo dates and strategy. So you need to know when you're going to start your promos, when you're going to end your promos, and then you need to plan how you're going to structure your promos and how you're going to market those promos. That's what you need to do when it comes to clear promo dates and strategy. And then you need to know your cutoff dates for every season, for every event, for every holiday coming up. So right now it is July, so we have August. So the next big thing would be, I believe the next big thing is back to school. So you need to know when your cutoff dates are for that. You need to know, sorry, not back to school. That's not a holiday. Thanksgiving, Christmas are the 2 that I'm really talking about. You need to know what your cutoff dates for shipping and receiving of people's packages. You need to know when you're going to stop taking orders, and you need to know when all the orders will be shipped out, and the approximate time and date, the date that somebody would receive their actual product. And you need to make that clear across all your platforms. You need to put it in the product description on your website. You need to put that at the bottom. You need to let them know that shipping or the last thing you can order The last time you can order to get it shipped out for Christmas, day or whatever is this day. You need hard deadlines, because if not, people are going to be upset because you overpromised on delivery and all stuff. You need to have all that worked out before we start launching and doing all the implementing and stuff. Then you need to do product listing updates. You need to make them more relevant. The pictures up there that you currently have, I'm pretty sure you're going to be selling the same stuff that you're selling now for the holiday and for the fall and holiday season, but you can make them relevant. Meaning, take the same picture or something similar and then make it to where the copy, the description, everything about it as far as the listing goes is updated to make it relevant to the current season. Okay, moving on. See, I'm trying to make this really quick, you guys. Step number 7, shop updates. Shop updates include website, shop copy, and messaging, banner and graphics in your shipping policies. That falls with your cutoff dates in your shipping and receiving. Clear, hard deadlines. I'm telling you, it'll save you a lot of complaining and bad reviews on Google. Now we're going into stage 2, which is the prepping part. Stage 2 is prepping, okay? That's between August, like mid-August, September. Prepping means, okay, so planning, we're just writing it all down. We're making the vision plain, we're writing it all down, we're putting what we need together. Step 2 is the prepping, meaning we're getting things ordered. We are, getting our team together. We are organizing this as far as doing it. We're organizing. We're starting to do what we were planning. Prepping it. Step 1 under prepping, creating new products. If you decide to, you gotta know if you're gonna create new products. You have to know, that's part of the planning stage. Once you know that you're gonna be creating new products, it's time to start prepping to get those products created. Created, meaning put together. If you're making candles, if you are ordering wholesale, all that needs to start coming in. Things need to start coming together. You need to start getting your packaging, all of that, prepping. Step 2, promo prep, meaning you need to know what you're gonna say, how you're gonna say it, and put it together to where it makes sense, is cohesive, everything looks good. Step 3, prepping your shop. You need to prep your shop to make it available and making it look like and read like it's for the current season coming up. So I would, like for my shop, what I would do is it's not holiday ready. So right now you can't see it. But for my prepping, I'm making sure all my product pictures are up to par. I'm making sure the copy is what it needs to say. I'm making sure all the graphics are together. Prepping, I'm getting it all put together. In the planning stages, I was deciding what I was gonna do, what colors I was gonna use, what photos I was gonna use, what props I was gonna use. In the prepping, now I'm starting to pull all those pieces together and actually create an actual physical working of the plan. And then problem solving in advance. You need to know how you're going to solve any shipping issues, what's your plan, what's your policies on refunds, what happens in the event that somebody didn't get their product or that they ordered. You need to know how you're going to handle that. That's part of the prepping stage. So you better get your team together. You better have your sales policy, return policy, terms and conditions, all that ready to go. This is part of the prepping. Planning, you already knew that this is what you were going to do. Prepping means we start typing, we start writing it down and making it, we're starting to put it on the website. Step 5, you need to do some personal planning. And I know that sounds crazy, but you need to do some personal planning throughout this entire ordeal throughout from now up until the end of January. You need to do some personal planning. You need to make sure that your actual outside of work life, your real life, is together. So I know there's a lot of people that have kids. I have a son myself, married, running a household and trying to do a business too is very difficult and it's very demanding. So you need to make sure your schedules are intact. Everybody needs to know what's going on. I just started using my Google Calendar like really heavy, so my recording days are already planned out. My son's school schedule is already in there. I gotta get my husband's work schedule. I got what I'm gonna be doing every day on the schedule, so that way there's no surprises. Everybody knows what's going on. And then while you so it will, on that calendar, you also have what you're planning and what you're going to implement and everything for your business as well. It's going to be a very busy and demanding time, but it's well worth it, and it could be very profitable if you take the time and sit down and really just focus on creating that schedule and implementing it, and then getting your team together too, because sometimes you think you just can do it all yourself. You can't do it all yourself, and there's nothing wrong with asking outside sources for help. There's nothing wrong with delegating tasks. Ask your husband, ask your sister, ask your mama. If you know, just childcare can help with this as well. Can really make the difference on if your business is going to be able to do the numbers that you want it to do. And I know some people are going to say, well, how does that matter with my business sales? Because if you have help with home, then that means you're going to be able to focus a little bit more on your business and the selling and the marketing of your product and services. And then the last part of it all, stage 3, is wrapping it up. Wrapping up for me looks like this. I looked at all the numbers, and then I determined what sold, what didn't sell, what events did good, what events didn't do good, you know, and just take it all in and see how you did. And then that is what you get for wrapping it, when you're wrapping it all up and you look at everything that you've done between July up until the end of January, and you look at all your sales, and you look at all what products that you have left over, you look at the events that you did. That helps you create a foundation in planning for the following season, because January 31st is when it comes. Guess what? We're starting right back over in like 4 months. We're literally doing it all. But this time around, because you took the time to plan it all out, and you took the time to you did the steps that I just told you, you know, and I can go into details in another video for each step, but you took the steps and you implemented it, and now you know what worked, what didn't work, what sold, what didn't sell, what events were really profitable and what weren't profitable. And then you get to take all that information, everything that you and your team did, all the marketing and the strategies that you guys use, take all that information, and then you can create a plan of action for the next season. So I hope this video was very helpful. I hope this video was very helpful to you guys, and I really hope you guys have a profitable end of quarter, the last 2 quarters, and I will see you in the next video.